sports. It's in the game.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we're starting our journey in Formula 1. So we are doing my team on the F1 2021 game, and yeah, so we're just making our character first, typing in our name and all that stuff, and yeah, picking all the driving numbers and the audio names, the standard career mode stuff, and then once this is all finished we'll get into the admin work behind the scenes, while picking our car and stuff, and picking our engine supplier and our livery. And I got a nice livery coming up. And then next episode, I'm gonna leave a surprise for you guys, so make sure to stay tuned. And yeah, so we're just scrolling through the audio names. I always go with the engineer because they don't have my name in the game. Co-masters, if you're watching, please put my name in the game. That would be appreciated. And yeah, but they won't do because they never listen to us. But yeah, we're just trying to find the engineer. They've got a lot of names in here in this game. I'm pretty sure it's the same as last game. There's the engineer. And yeah, so we got our name, and now we're going to pick our number. I always go with number 12 because my favourite number is 11, but because Sergio uses that, we use 12. And yeah, sorry I spoke over the guy there. Yeah, we're going to use this helmet here. Oh, I think we might choose a different one because this one doesn't really look that good. Oh wait, I think we just leave it blank, to be fair. I might change it later on in the series, because they always come up with better helmets and stuff. And I had a glitch in this game where I picked Jack Aitken's gloves, I think, and they look pretty nice. And when I got to the track, it didn't save, so sorry about that. And I'll try and get that fixed for the next episode. And yeah, we're doing victory radio calls. I'm gonna go with this one. So yeah, and now we are gonna, yeah, I see I changed my helmet here. I went with this one, and yeah, this one's a lot better. It looks nicer. But yeah, now we're gonna let the guy talk and pick our engine and stuff. So yeah, let's go.
Okay boss, let's get this team up and running. The first thing we need to do is register a team name and bring in some important partners.
So yeah, now we are going to go enter our team name, and we're going to go with PogChamp Racing Team, so it's going to be a pretty good team name. That we might change it next season, and we'll to like a brand, a car brand or something. I'll keep our secret if we ever do it next season, because this series is going to take ages, so stay tuned.
Now let's choose. Some sponsors offer a larger sign-in bonus up front, some offer more weekly income. The better we perform, the more our level will go up as the team gains more acclaim. Doing this will increase the income from our sponsors.
So yeah, now I think we're gonna go with dual towing here because it's a pretty easy goal. So we need to do 8-point finishes. I was just looking through to see if there's any better deals, and when we get a next time sponsor thing, I think we're gonna go with Zagneto. I think that's how you say it. And because you just need to answer interviews.
Our chassis won't be going anywhere fast without a power unit, so let's sign one of those now. Obviously, the greater the performance and durability, the better, but be careful about spending all our cash. We're going to have people and facilities to invest in as well. Power unit suppliers will also provide upgrades throughout the season free of charge. We're not much of a team without a second driver. Let's sign a teammate. Here are the drivers interested in joining our team. Look at their stats and pick someone you think can get us good results, as long as we can afford them.
So yeah, here we are in like picking our teammate. I'm gonna go with Jack Aitken. So yeah, because everyone else is going with Robert Schwartzman, and overall I think Jack is a better. He's got more pace. Oh no, the focus. Sorry, 82 focus, while Robert has 80. So that could come in clutch there. And yeah, we're going to advance here.
Looks like we can afford this power unit supplier and teammate. Go ahead and confirm if you're happy.
Hello folks, and welcome to this, a very special edition of Paddock Pass. As you can see, there's no pit lane behind me, and as you can hear, no roar of engines, and that's because they've set me free from the F1 paddock to escape here to the countryside and to the headquarters of Formula One's newest team. Now, it's not every day we get to pull back the curtain and look behind the scenes at an F1 team. Rarer still that we get to talk not only to the team owner, but also the team's lead driver. But what makes this place extra special is that the owner and lead driver are one and the same person. Now, it's been an interesting 12 months, and we all know a number of the regulation changes which were due to come into effect this year have been delayed until next. Some, though, are still seeing the light of day, amongst them the all-important budget cap, which gives some of the smaller teams a little further down the order, potentially, the opportunity to compete with the bigger teams. Good for them, but great for us as viewers. But what does our new team owner think about these new rules? Do they see them as a challenge, a hurdle that needs to be overcome? Perhaps they see them as an opportunity to disrupt the status quo, a chance to come out swinging and to carve their name into Formula One history. Well, I had the opportunity to ask them these very questions just earlier today, and here's what they had to say. Well, first of all, thanks so much for inviting us here today. It's been wonderful to see behind the scenes. As you might expect, I've got about 1 million questions, so let's jump straight in. It's been a long time since we last saw a team owner take their own car onto the track, and the sport's changed enormously in the intervening years. How are you going to handle the responsibilities of both managing and driving for a Formula One team? Let's talk about your teammate. Now, it's clear they're excited to have signed with you, but tell me, what is it that you think they bring to the team? So you've obviously been putting a lot of work into the car. I know it's early days, but how do you expect it to feel out there? Most of the other teams can boast years of experience in Formula One. Where do you see the opportunities to make those vital performance gains you need to put you within reach of the other cars? Ultimately, your success this season is going to come down to whether you can take positions from the other drivers. What is it about your car that's going to give you that edge in those battles? And finally, with so many specialist departments working together here at your headquarters, and with such an important deadline coming up, who's getting that coveted Teacher's Gold Star? Which group do you feel the most proud of right now? Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been wonderful to get an insight from you, and of course to see around the headquarters. Thank you for today. Really appreciate it, and thank you all at home for watching as well. We'll see you very soon.
Alright, so interview done with Will Buxton. Nice little new cutscene there. And the livery reveal is coming up, so stay tuned for that. And we're just checking out headquarters here. And we're going to go to our activities. I'm going to set a few activities up. And that's 5 days. And then we're going to do another 5 days. Then we got... I should have done a 3-day... Oh wait, there wasn't a 3-day one. So, missed out on that really. But, oh well, it's only an activity. Just reading through the messages here. You can read that, I'm not reading through it. Because you know, I can't bother, so yeah. Just looking through the emails. Max is one of the most annoying characters in this. He never shuts up, so I hate him. And he just never stops talking. He's like Jeff 2.0. So yeah, we're gonna check the R&D and stuff. Now I'm gonna advance, fast forward. through the days coming up to Bahrain Grand Prix, and we're going to go to car reveal, so sit back and enjoy this. Alright, so livery reveal done. There's not much you can really do with the liveries at the moment because there hardly is any. But yeah, we're just fast forwarding here, and we're going to head into qualifying for the Bahrain Grand Prix. So then here we are on our first flying lap of the session. We're going down the main straight here and reaching about 330 k's. So we're downshift in. We have a little bit of a lock up there. We clip too much to the inside curb, and we make it through turn one pretty nicely there. And now we're braking just before the 50-meter board, turning in another lock up. I'm still getting used to no ABS, and this series is no assist, by the way. So yeah, we got a Mercedes behind us of Bottas. He's catching up to us. And he's trying to overtake us here, and I don't think he could tell that we are on a qualifying, but he just dive bombs us. Like, what an absolute idiot. He just dive bombs us, so he can get in the bin, because he's rubbish. And yeah, now we're coming around just to finish the lap, getting a nice little toe off Bottas. And now we're starting our second lap here. And the wheel glitch is definitely one of the worst things on this game. It's so annoying. So that's why my wheel just like stopped mid-corner. So yeah, and we're still last. Unfortunately, cutting further ahead into the lap. Bit of the wheel glitch again there, so that was annoying. And there again. Like, sometimes it just moves full lock without even you doing full lock. So yeah. Come on, Codemasters, fix your game, please. And yeah, now we are going to brake exactly on the 50-meter board. Really nice turn in. You want to go a little bit wide and then cut back in. You could do two lines there. You can either go straight in through the apex or go wide. Mess that corner up a bit, get a lot of understeer. So we definitely need to work on the aero for next race or for the rest of the season. Because this chassis is not very good. Yeah, going around last corner, get a bit of wheel spin. The frame rate on the wheel is so bad in the in-game wheel anyways. So we're coming across the line there. With Valtteri Bottas fastest in Q1. And we are last, and Jack Aitken almost got through to Q2. But yeah, let's go into the Bahrain Grand Prix.
No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal. And it's make or break here at round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. We'll be racing around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit today. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left down into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. A new season then, a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davidson is with me today as we get another year of Formula One underway.
We're into those tense few minutes before the first race then. Everyone's a little bit nervous about reliability. They haven't been running in the hot, turbulent wake of other cars in practice. They've not been pushing at 100% for long durations. Let's hope no one has to deal with any nasty surprises.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Perez, Lando Norris and Ricciardo, Vettel, Stroll, Leclerc and Carlos Sainz, Gasly, Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso and Ocon, Raikkonen, Mick Schumacher, Jack Aitken and George Russell, Giovinazzi, Mazepin, Latifi and the engineer. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So then, here we are on the grid for the Bahrain Grand Prix. We're just going to check the strategy here. 14 lap race. I think we're going to do medium soft. Yeah, we're going to do medium soft because it's the quickest strategy. And we're just going to go with the fuel because we do not need 15 laps of fuel, I think it was. So yeah, we're starting the formation lap here. And yeah, this isn't the 5 red lights, it's the formation lap. So yeah, we're just going to weave and get some temperature into the tyres. So yeah, now we're just going to roll onto the grid here. The start of a 2021 Bahrain Grand Prix. Look forward to this race. So yeah, 5 red lights coming on now. And it's lights out, and away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix. You get a pretty decent start, and we're just chasing down the Williams in turn 1, and we're going really slowly here. We'll try and go around the outside of Latifi and Schumacher, and we get Latifi, very nice move there. We get both of them actually, and we get Mazepin as well. And yeah. Now we're jumping further on into the lap. We do a little bit of mistake there, we lock up and we do a bit of oversteer. Latifi gets us back and Mazepin make a bit of contact as well. He's trying to dive on us. He tries to go for it, but he backs off. And we're using overtake mode. So yeah, we're just slowly going through each lap in the team radio. Just checking if we've got any damage. So we should be good. And yeah, I do not like that corner. Like, it's fun when you get it right, but when you don't, it's just so annoying. And we're just chasing down with Latifi, trying to get that position back. And we definitely have more race pace than qualifying pace, because the AI are OP in qualifying. So yeah. But once our car is upgraded, then it will be better in quality. So we're coming on to lap 2. Chasing down Latifi for that position. And now we're jumping further on in the lap. And then Mazepin is slowly gaining on us. He's going to send one around the outside? No, he's not. Oh, it's been a collision. It's been a collision. Schumacher has spun round. And here we go, just a replay of what happened. Or did he just lose it? Yeah, he just lost it. Rookie error. It's great to see AI mistakes in this game. It makes it way more realistic. So yeah, here he just floors it. Simply loses it in second gear. And we got lucky there, we didn't rear end Latifi. And now we're in P19 on lap 3. We're just going defensive. And we're going to cut back across Mazepin. Or Mazepin. See what I did there. Anyways, yeah, it's really annoying how the gloves didn't save, because it's just annoying. Anyways, yeah, moving on to the race, we're just trying to block Mazepin as much as we can. And the AI in this game, the OP, they're really annoying, especially in my team, because it cut across you. And now we are doing a little bit of a defending here. Mazepin's going around the outside of us, and we're going to dive bomb him into this corner. And we get the move done. That was a very nice overtake. I was happy with that. And Mazepin's helmet is actually pretty nice. Like, it looks pretty sick. I'm actually a fan of it, not gonna lie. And Schumacher's one's nice. And Mazepin rear ends us there, so we got a bit of wing damage. Oh no, not wing damage. He's got a bit of wing damage, I think. So yeah. And the Haas livery, I'm still not a fan of the Haas livery. And I think the Haas drivers are just a bit of a meme now, to be fair. Like Schumacher and Mazepin. And yeah, jumping on to lap 4 here. Aitken's doing really well in P17. So yeah, and Mazepin, we're having a great race with him here. And now we're jumping onto the next lap, I think, where he's trying to dive on us. I think this just might be a replay. Yeah, it's just a replay, I think. We cover him off. And this AI is really good this game. Well, in some ways it is, some ways it isn't. But yeah, we move. And we're just checking the car and seeing what's up. We clip a bit of the curb. And now we've got another replay shot. Or just another camera. Mazepin gets us again in the exact same place. And we're really close there, and we get the move done once again. So pretty similar move. Pretty much the exact same move, and he's gonna dive bomb us, and he makes a mistake. Mazepin being Mazepin. So yeah, you see what I mean? How his helmet is actually pretty nice. There. And he just locks up. He hit the curb and then he just locks up and then just goes straight on. And here's next lap Schumacher. And oh, another AI mistake. Well, what is these hash drivers, man? These hash drivers are just like, it's just exactly like real life. They both mess up. Anyways, yeah. We're coming on to lap 7 here. Our pit stop is next lap, I think. And we've got Stroll behind us. And we get a bit of oversteer there, and we're just trying to defend Stroll. And oh, what's happened here?
Sebastian Vettel and Pierre Gasly. Oh, what has happened? We need to know who's going to come out in front.
Sorry about that. Just Crafty just interrupting us. Anyway, Stroll is going to dive bomb us down the inside here. But we just managed to hold it around the outside, and that was another really good move there. And now it's time for our pit stop. Coming in nicely here. And now I think this is our teammate who's coming in as well. Yeah, this is our teammate, Jack Aitken. Into the pits. He's going for the mediums. And then this is our pit stop. And we're going to box to the softs. So we just wait for the pit crew. Bit of a slow stop. 3.9. And I think that's what Latifi just gets ahead of us. I think that's probably the reason we got held. And we crossed the pit exit line because of oversteer and this yellow flag. But anyways, we move on. And we're going to dive bomb Latifi. I think that yellow flag was just one of the hash drivers going slowly. Because they're coming out the pits. And here's Latifi's on board. And there's nothing he could have done there. And that Williams livery, man. I love the Williams livery. It looks so nice. Team radio. And just telling Jeff to shut up. Because he's just yaddering in my ear. So yeah, now we're coming on to one of the last lap of the race here. It's been a pretty good race. P19 and P17 for Aitken. There was a great little battle. I think this is it here. Aitken and Gio, I think. Yeah, Aitken and Gio. Just battling it out. And here's Aitken's on board. He's chasing down Giovinazzi. Slipstream galore in the Honda power unit. And he decides to back off. And yeah, so here, I think this is, it's Valtteri Bottas. He's not won a Grand Prix in ages, but Valtteri Bottas wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. So Mercedes 1-2, as usual. Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen coming across the finish line. And we're coming around the final corner now. And we're going to come home in P19 as our first race in Formula 1. Get in there, lads.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. Bottas passes his rival to take over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Let's give it to Esteban Ocon. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes moved to the top of the table. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us.
So yeah, the
and we'll see
Bahrain
you
Grand
for the
Prix
next one.
is over and done with. We finish in P19. And yeah, pretty happy with that result, and pretty happy with the result just of the team, because Jack Aitken finished in P17. So yeah, we get 50 grand in bonus, so that's pretty good. And yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Turn on that notification bell, and so you get notified whenever I upload. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.